What's going on, everybody? I just pulled in at the gym and I'm going to be taking you guys through a chest workout today. I get a lot of questions about how I got my bench so high and what types of volume I do, how heavy I go, what variations I do for bench press, and what accessories I do for it. So I figured this would be the best way to just, give a nice basis of everything that I've done and everything I still do to get my bench up. Also, this workout is fueled by Alpha Lion. I'm going on 1 scoop of lion's blood and 2 scoops of blue steel pump, and then 1 serving of the thermogenic because it always keeps my workouts intense and keeps me warm, nice and sweaty. And it's delicious. I pretty much always just warm up my rotator cuffs first. So just get my knee up here, get my foot on the bench, and just a nice strict rotation. And I'll just do about like 10 to 15 each arm. Trying to be really strict with it. Keeping my arm straight, but pulling it back as far as my rotator cuff can go. You definitely don't want to start out too heavy on these because it's easy to hurt yourself if you don't know what you're doing, but this is always a go-to bench warm-up for me, and just upper body in general. Switch, same thing on the other side. Put your other knee up. 10 to 15 reps. Oh, you can see that arm is a lot tighter. I could barely even get it vertical, but I'll do that for just 2 or 3 sets, and then I'll go into some pullovers. So I grab either like a 50 to 60 pound dumbbell, take this off, and this is a little awkward to get into, but put it next to you like this. Go down till your shoulder blades are right on the bench, butts down, feet are flat on the ground. Kind of lean over, grab under the dumbbell, and then you want to keep your glutes below the bench, so keep them pretty stationary right where they are. They're gonna end up moving a little bit, but you want to keep them as still as possible. And then let the dumbbell fall back slowly, stretch it, and then pull forwards right above your nose. So down, right up. Take these off. Boom. And I do about 8 to 10 of these. Just get a nice stretch there. You want to keep this really controlled, nice and tight. Right back up over your nose. Then you can set it right back on the bench next to you. Hop back up and do like 2 or 3 sets of that too. So pretty much no matter what I'm training, I'm always starting with a compound and then going into my accessories. So I just did those 2 warm-ups for bench. Today I'm planning on doing a heavy double for Larson press, which I'll show you what that is. My legs are gonna be straight out in front of me. This movement has helped me grow my bench a lot because a lot of people depend on their leg drive. So completely taking that away and letting the whole movement depend on your chest, pretty much just your chest, is gonna pretty much blow up your bench. And then once you add your leg drive back in, it's gonna be, that much stronger. So if you're ever stuck at like a plateau, if you're stuck in a number, this is definitely like one of the best things you can do to get over that plateau. Take the weight down a bit, take your leg drive out of it, build your bench back up with no leg drive, and then put your legs in, and you'll see a drastic difference. Say I do like 335 for the double today, Larson press double. I'll warm up with my feet down, so regular bench press up until 315, basically up until my top set, and then I'll take my feet out because I don't want to get too tired during my warm-ups. Before I start, I'll just show what Larson press looks like real quick. So I start with my feet down, unrack, and then I'm just gonna put my legs right out in front of me like this, and then straight down, straight back up just like normal. You still want to make sure your shoulder blades are tucked, whether you're doing regular bench, Larson press, or any other variation of the bench press. You just want your rotator cuffs in a safe position like that. So, like I said, I'm going to warm up with a normal bench stance. And then 135, 225, and 315. I'm gonna throw a 335 on and shoot for 2 feet up. And I wanna say if you're following along with this workout right now, don't base your warm-up sets and reps off mine. You know, it's gonna be different. It's kind of something that you figure out over time. Whatever works for you, whatever makes you feel the best for your top sets. So definitely don't base it off mine. Oh, it was a rough one.
I was gonna help you with that third one.
Third one, bro. What are you talking about? I almost failed the second one. Oh, I barely had the second one. No, that was rough. That shouldn't have been that hard. All right, appreciate you. I'm gonna drop down to like 275 and do a few sets of 5 there. And then I'll probably drop again down to 225 and do some really high reps just to get a nice pump to send me into the accessories that I'm gonna do after bench. And I'm also gonna finish all of my bench sets Larson, so no feet for the rest of, for the rest of today. First accessory, starting with flies. I have it set up here at, what is that, like 8? It's gonna be different for every machine, but it's gonna be like a slight downward push. But I'm at a moderate weight right now, and I'm gonna do a few sets of 15. I'm gonna make sure you're getting a good stretch at the top and a good squeeze at the bottom. All right, for this movement, for the decline dumbbell bench press, it's naturally gonna be a lot easier than a flat dumbbell bench press because of the position that you're in. So I like to do a lot more reps. I stay at like 60s to 80s, and I do a lot more reps. So like 12 to 15, even like 20 sometimes. Being at that angle, I've always felt that it makes it a little bit easier to get a good, like a better contraction. Lately, I've been jumping on this like every other or every 3 chest days, and I like it. I just finished all my chest exercises. I just did bench, flies, and the decline dumbbell press. Sometimes I'll superset, a tricep focus exercise and a chest focus exercise, but a lot of times I'll just do all of my chest exercises, all of my tricep exercises. I only do 3 of each muscle, 3 exercises for each muscle, because I don't want to overwork the muscles. I train chest and triceps twice a week. I train every muscle twice a week. So I've always found it's best to just have intense sets for each exercise and do less exercises. I did 4 sets on the decline, and now I'm just going into a basic tricep push down. Here I'm gonna do probably like 10 to 15. My reps change depending how I'm feeling, depending which set I'm on, but triceps are shot right now. So for my second tricep exercise, I'm going with the single arm overhead tricep extension with the cable. I don't put any attachment on this. I just use the bear hook and whatever this thing's called. You want to go pretty light on this. This is like a kind of a weird movement for a lot of people, and it's just kind of a little awkward, but you get a good squeeze if you get it right. So you want to go lighter on here, and I'm doing about 12 reps. It's a little weird to get into. I kind of just go like that, circle it around, and then depending on how you lean, you get different squeezes. So I like to lean this way a little bit, so I get more of a vertical squeeze in my tricep. And I let it trail down my back and pull my pinky to the ceiling. From your shoulder to your elbow should be pretty much stationary the whole entire time. Just like that, boom. Last tricep exercise and last exercise of the workout, I like to finish with this. Basically gonna be a skull crusher, but like a body weight skull crusher. So you can do this with a barbell on a rack, or I'm doing it with a Smith machine just because it's open and it's easy to set. I'm gonna take the bar, I'm gonna put it at about a little below hip level, so mid-thighs. I'm gonna grab the bar at about shoulder width, take a few steps back, thumbs over the bar to get a good push. And I'm just gonna lower my forehead slowly to the bar. Okay, so just like that. Elbows staying in the whole time and driving. If I go up, it's gonna be easier. If that's too hard, you can go up a little bit. Makes it a lot easier, okay? And then, I don't even know how much lower I can go, but if you wanna go down more, so like if you wanna go down all the way to your knees, this is gonna be like pretty much the hardest, so like that. I usually AMRAP these, so I do as much as I can. I'll speed them up, slow them down, get a good squeeze. That's it for my chest and tricep day. It also changes. I don't do this exact routine every chest and tricep day. These are just some basics. These are my go-tos. I think it's definitely good to change it up. I just wanted to show you guys what I normally do. My basic tricep and chest exercises. If you guys like this one, I'll come in with a back and bicep one and also a leg and shoulder day. Hope you enjoyed. Like, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time.